The network is the message. Good morning. We looked closely at individuals inside networks. We never stepped back to ask, what is a network structurally and what does it do to power itself? We arrive in the late 1990s with Spanish sociologist Manuel Castells between 1996 and 2000. He published a 3-volume work synthesizing economics, sociology, and communication. Castells was writing at a hinge moment. The internet was moving from research curiosity to global infrastructure, and traditional hierarchies were struggling to keep pace. The network has replaced the hierarchy as society's dominant organizing structure. He introduced space of flows, replacing the space of places. Power resides in own possession within information networks. Power belongs not to those who hold the most information, but to those who control the switches, the points where networks connect. This is arguably the most structural theory in the entire field. It asks how the architecture connecting billions of people redistributes power itself. Castells gave sociology a vocabulary for connection itself as a form of power, and a disconnection as a new form of social exclusion. As networks become the dominant social structure, identity becomes something people must actively construct. What Castells called resistance identity and project identity. A person today may simultaneously perform different identities across dozens of overlapping digital networks. Critics argue Castells overstates the novelty of networks, hierarchies, and trade networks have organized societies for millennia. The optimistic reading of networks as decentralizing has been challenged by platform monopolies. A handful of companies now sit at nearly every major switch. Global supply chains, financial markets, and misinformation all move through networked, decentralized flows rather than decentralized broadcasts. A small number of platform companies now function as exactly the kind of concentrated control points he predicted would matter most. Billions of signals moving through networks with no true center have become the basic structure of society itself. But this describes power over connections between entire networks. What about the much smaller switch, curating a single person's daily view of the world? That question belongs to our next chapter, Eli Parizza and the filter bubble. Thank you.